What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I did end up playing some Grand Racing finally after the entire week of where it basically wasn't working at all. At least you couldn't finish it and stuff, so I'm like, you know what? Let me jump in, let me do some races. Now, I gotta admit a few things about GRs, guys. Y'all do know how I don't pretty much play these at all. So I was like, you know what? Let me go play for a few hours and see where I can get to. I wasn't really trying hard, kind of just messing around using basically anything non-meta. I don't know which some cars are meta or not because I don't play this game like that, to be real, or at least, mess around with Grand Racing at all either. But we will end up having, as everyone does know, the rank system is now part of Grand Racing. The only unfortunate part with that is this is basically the only form of Grand Racing now. A lot of people can argue that if they didn't do this, then there probably wouldn't be enough matchmaking for regular Grand Racing and ranked. Which honestly, if that is the case, I feel like that's a bit sad. Like, I understand that in a way, but hopefully the player base will be healthy enough to where you could split it up and have people that want to do regular, just mess around and have some fun, and then of course you get sweaty in ranked. But at this point though, a lot of people might look at ranked and go, oh, so if this is the only thing, yes, I could freeze my rank so I won't lose anything, but I will always be going against sweaty players in this game mode, which honestly, I think that could push people away. Yes, they are playing right now trying to get some of the rewards, which if you guys haven't seen it, I will show some of you guys the rewards here if you missed it. Obviously, I already did bronze. I'm in silver now. I haven't been playing that much, so I'm not in gold yet. But you will get 200,000 bucks, 20 legend points, and to be honest, legend points is like the most useless thing ever. I don't know why that's even in there. But in gold, you'll get yourself a wheel, some prestige tickets, some XP, and also some money on top of that. And platinum will be a similar thing. Useless legend points again. 400,000 bucks, 200,000 XP, prestige tickets. Then finally in legend, you will get yourself the Urban Legend title and also 250 prestige tickets. To be honest, guys, I do, and I also want to hope that this is the first time they did the ranked Grand Racing thing with the rewards. So hopefully, again, hopefully next season we see something better with this, guys. Because to be honest, if all they will end up using is a rinky-dink title like that in Legend, man, I don't think that will make players want to jump in this and even hit Legend. Because why? You know what I mean? Like, they could easily make that a lot better. Like, that legend sign they have, or like the rank, that could have been like the entire title with some cool stuff around it. Make that title animated. They can even make some of the other titles animated as well, like the harder ones. And the reason why I say that is this is the legend, guys, okay? Let's be real, most players will not even get close to the legend rank, honestly. A lot of players might not even hit platinum because maybe they don't want to. Maybe they don't feel like sweat festing it and trying to get there. Maybe they don't feel like only using meta in order to keep up with some of the better players, obviously. Now, you don't have to, but it kind of does help, if you know what I mean. But if we're looking at something like the Urban Legend title right here, if I back out of this, though, and then go back into here, guys, and check out the main stage, we go down to here, guys. Look at the main stage one here, okay? Legendary title. What is the difference with that compared to the other one? Even if we go into something like a playlist here, hold on. Let's go into the new playlist, actually. That's a great way to do it. Here's the new playlist, and here's the main one there. Legendary title Boss Monkey, guys. What is the difference with something like this one and then look at the one that isn't ranked? I feel like they could have did so much more with that, bro, and people will be like, well, the thing is, though, Blocked, if they are putting better rewards in there in Platinum or even something like Legend, for example, which is the max level, maybe that would end up making players get upset because they might be gatekeeped or they'll never be able to get to that. And I mean, bro, look. It's the Legend ranked. A ranked game mode has higher ranks in it. Look at Apex and stuff like that. Not everyone will be a diamond player. Not everyone will end up being a master or even a pred in that game. If you are managing to hit Legend, I feel like the rewards should be better than something like a rinky-dink title. So I really am hoping that maybe this is just for this season, right? And then the next season, in Season 9, they will end up having something cooler for Legend. Really make players want to jump in. Because at the moment, man, I feel like the way that Grand Races are right now, a lot of people are not even going to get close to Legend or even want to get there. Some players might end up even hitting gold, guys, getting the wheel, which I feel like is what most people will probably end up doing, and then pretty much calling it. Some of my experiences in Grand Racing, guys, if I'm being honest, it was not that great. The only one I was kind of enjoying was the no collision, which pop up once in a while, like every 3 or something like that, or 2 or 3 different races. Could be a little bit more or less, I think, of when no collision pops up. But to be real, though, I feel like the issue with that is when no collision does end up popping up, a lot of the better players, or I guess you could call it the sweatier players, will end up playing no collision. That way they can get higher leveled easier and win. They'll most likely be abusing meta and stuff like that and all that stuff. If a lot of the players are tired of rammers, maybe they want to try no collision, they will most likely have no chance of even getting up there or, having a casual good time because, people are basically tryharding the entire race away trying to win that, also using meta vehicles. So I could definitely see where players are coming from with that stuff, and I do think that is an issue. Because again, though, no collision Saturdays for people might be like the type of thing if it's mainly no collision. Maybe a lot of casual players want to jump on their day off and just do some fun grand racing. Well, to be real, guys, I don't think it's going to be that fun. If you're a casual racer, unless you like to ram people, which honestly we might have a lot more of those, even starting off in some of these tracks and stuff, dude, the ramming is absolutely insane. If somebody does end up crashing and sliding onto the road, there should be something like a protection to where you can't just run into them, because I've had multiple starts where someone crashes. I would hit them and go off the track or mess up, and then guess what? Basically, the entire race is doomed, bro. I don't know how they don't go invisible if they crash. Like, there should be some type of thing there of the game, like, oh, this dude crashed, drive through him. Like, when you respawn or something like that, you go invisible. Why can't that be a thing with crashes, dude? I just feel like some of the design of this will end up having, yes, people will want to play because there's something to work toward now, right? Before there's absolutely nothing. Now we will end up having rewards. The issue, though, is when you look at something like a ranked game mode, again, if you look at Apex, a lot of players are normally in there to win, man. They're in there to do their best. They're trying to play. They're trying to win. And that's probably the same thing with Grand Racing. Now, are people not doing that in regular races? No, of course they're also trying to win. But sometimes you will end up finding a lot more sweaty people in a ranked game mode, which I'm sure everybody knows that. And there is no way not to do a ranked Grand Race now, because that is basically the only thing they have on here. But yes, you could freeze your rank. So even if you like, oh, well, let me freeze my rank and maybe have a good time this race, well, you're probably going to get rammed off the road, or you might end up wanting to use some of your favorite cars in the game, which a lot of the cars are obviously awful, and the meta vehicles are just so much better in a lot of ways, dude. Now, is the other side of that argument, well, the thing is, Block, that's not the car, it's the driver. Yes, but if you put a good driver in one of the better cars like that, bro, guess what? They will win basically every single time. If you're driving a worse vehicle and you're a decent driver, you could probably keep up with them. But if they're also pretty good, bro, some of the cars are so bad. One class that really got me was Drift, dude. The Unicorn is by far the best drift car for racing. It's not even close, to be honest, with its speed, the way it drives and everything. All the other drift cars seem kinda useless, man. When I was doing some races, I was like, okay, let me try this drift car, and dude, it just, you're instantly at a disadvantage. Even if you're a good driver, it don't matter because your car can't keep up with that one. So on bigger straights and stuff like that, you're honestly kind of cooked. And then when I was looking at different races, like for example, you have Street Tier 2, Hypercar, Alpha GP, it is kind of funny because I see like the same 5 or 6 Street Tier 2 cars everywhere, which I think it's the F40. I saw a lot of those. Basically, top 5, 6, 10 of the leaderboard is all F40s when I was doing it. Not everybody, but there was obviously a lot in there. There was a lot of people using the F40, and you can clearly tell a lot of cars are better than other ones. Now, this is something that does happen in every racing game, and every game for that matter. Yes, there is a meta, but honestly, a lot more cars really need some type of update in this game, bro. That way they could be a little bit more usable, because again, people who want to play the game and have a casual experience, honestly, with just having ranked in here, dude, I think the overall casual racing, having fun, just having a good race might honestly be gone for a lot of the players now. And I feel like that might be an issue. Yeah, cool. We'll have some rewards. You'll get some money now. You'll get like a wheel for hitting gold. Okay, that's cool. But if a player doesn't actually want to do that, you could freeze it, but you still have to go against the other tryhards trying to get the items. So either way, you're stuck in a tryhard type of lobby, even if you just want to casually race. And also, one of the other things I notice about Grand Racing now, again, guys, I don't play Grand Race a lot. I don't plan to start now and pretty much start farming them, as I honestly don't really have a reason to, or I'm pretty dang bored of Grand Racing, as it's been the same thing for over 2 years now. So I'm like, I don't really have it. But I see a lot of them, whether it's going to be Street Tier 1, Tier 2, Hypercar and Racing, even Alpha GP. That's probably 85% of Grand Racing. There is, I think when I was playing for the 2 hours, I maybe got one lobby that was rally raid in motocross, or rally monster truck in motocross. You don't see a lot of those that often, man. Also, I could be tripping out, but planes and boats, I don't think they're in Grand Racing at all. Like, at all. Like, why is that class even in the game if you don't have them in Grand Racing, man? Racing in a plane or something, or having jet races, bro, that'd be dope. Where is that? I would love to race in a boat or something like that. It would really mix up the game even more. And honestly, just racing in Street Tier 1, Tier 2, and hypercars all the time is, honestly, it was getting kind of old. Like, you'd beat one, oh, we got Rally now. There's Street Tier 2, there's racing again, then we have Tier 1, then we have hypercar, then I don't know, dude. I just feel like they could probably mix these races up a bit. And honestly, some of the routes on the highways, I was not liking them very much, man. Just maxing out your Alpha GP car on a highway, just slipstreaming each other all the way down it. I mean, yeah, it's kind of entertaining, but you're all going the exact same speed flying down the highway. And then I had another one doing something with like a drift car flying down the highway. And then right after that, I was then using a Street Tier 2 vehicle on the highway. Unless maybe it's just the routes I'm getting. I do know this is random. But either way, guys, I really do think rank could be a good thing. But also the way they have it designed with only having ranked in here, I feel like it will probably have a lot of players for right now. But going down the road, probably in the next few weeks to a month, I feel like players will end up just not playing it. Especially if you just want to jump on and casually race and have a good time and stuff. And maybe you don't want to try hard. Well, yeah, go. Freeze your rank, bro. You will still end up going against super try-hardy people and also a lot of meta abusers and stuff like that. So if you are trying to have a fun time, man, it will be very difficult. And the amount of people that are ramming and stuff, unless it's even no collision, it might honestly be an utter nightmare. Do let me know what y'all think about the ranked Grand Racing in the comments below. In ways, I feel like it's a good thing that now they will finally have rewards and things to go after. I feel like that's something that probably should have been in this well over a year ago, because it's the only PvP mode. But now we will end up having different rewards, which is a good thing. Even though I really feel like the legend rank thing has to change, man. There's no way they could keep a rinky-dink title for the main rank of hitting legend, bro. I just think there's got to be something else they can do to make that title cool. Some other stuff with it, whether it's like a smoke, a tire, I don't know. They have to do something with that, man. Like, you have to show off if you hit legend, even platinum. Like, I think every single rank could have something like that. You could have a gold smoke, gold tires, specifically like special colors that match the thing of ranked. I feel like they could do something like that, kind of like how Apex had the emblems for each one, or even the banners, dude. Like, there's ways to mix this stuff up and make it so it's even more worthwhile, but go, okay, well, yeah, this is ranked. But honestly, guys, I feel like one of the biggest issues players will end up facing with this is the fact that now if you're looking to casually race, you will now end up having rammers, and honestly, a lot of toxic racing will end up going on. Do let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below.